Hey, yo, Shalom. All praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Kadash. Don't want to see Apostle Elders, a great most on the rule well, man. Shalom, to the elect brothers out there doing the work and sincerity and truth. It's Dumas London camp, out here again, as usual, doing what it do, man. It's been a tasty week, real tasty, man. Real appetizing week. Had a lot going on. You had Alex Jones got nuked off YouTube and Facebook, so that internet censorship's getting pushed out. You had Trump sending for Turkey, sending for Iran. Multiple things, man. Brexit's becoming a fucking bigger clusterfuck by the minute and the hour, man. It's a fun week. For other people, they might just be upset because it rained a bit, but there's bigger things going on the fucking planet Earth. Guns.
Hosea chapter 4 and verse 1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel.
Yeah, that's something that our people have had. The so-called Negro, Hispanic, and Native American. I'm talking to the men because the women are a lost cause. I'm not interested in the women, man. The women can go fuck themselves. The men of these nations, they basically have they have some fucking lodging of wax, spiritual wax in their ears, man. They got spiritual shades over their eyes. They don't really know what the fuck's going on, and they don't pay attention to it. The thing is what people don't realize, you can go out, you can walk around, you might just be walking around and then some guy gets fucking run over by a bus. And someone just thinks, oh, that's just terrible. That's just a terrible thing that happened. You don't realize that there's a whole other realm of spiritual connotations attached to that event. You need to know first of all, what nation was that guy from? And then what did he do in his past lives? Maybe the Lord has a controversy against him for a personal vendetta against that fuck. Maybe he did something significant in his past life where he needs to get judged, man. Just like if a baby gets born, that motherfucker has his eyes missing, or his legs all twisted up.
Got extra eye.
Yeah, you got an extra fucking eye, man. Or he's some twins, and then lodge them, their heads all malformed together. There's the Lord basically does these things. It ain't just just bad luck. The cells didn't divide properly. Nah, that's not how it happens, man. It's basically the Lord's got his hand basically controlling everything.
Well, it's good to say, shall we not receive good and evil of the Heavenly Father?
Yeah.
Damn right. We see both things, man.
We have to balance. Go on.
It says, ye children of Israel, for the Lord have a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, no mercy, no knowledge of Yahweh in the land.
Yeah, and anyone that ain't a so-called Negro, Hispanic, or Native American, don't waste your time trying to know the Lord, man. And if you're a woman as well, just I don't know, go have fun, man. Absolutely, don't waste your time. Really, this is only talking to a select group amongst the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Everyone else can just go bow down to Baal, get paid, man. What the hell? Why are you wasting your Don't be wasting your time picking up the Bible.
This is the last of your kingdom, man.
Yeah, goddamn. Go have as much fun as you can.
Yeah.
Go on.
With the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, no mercy, no knowledge of Yahweh in the land.
Yeah, truth or mercy or knowledge of the Most High, man. Because there is no truth anywhere. An example would be with raising kids out here, man. There is no understanding whatsoever of the correct way of raising kids, man. Esau says, "Oh, just let them be kids." Bro, and the thing is, okay, you do that. Funny, I was listening to a podcast that's talking about basically how certain people, it's like the way their parents raise them. They basically raise them so it's like when they're young, they want them all to just have fun, don't think about anything seriously, just enjoy. Then as soon as they hit 18, they go to college. You're meant to be like, okay, now you should know what to do with your life. Go out, chase your goals, be someone, make me proud. I'm like, hold on, you ain't done no formulation, not a single bit, you didn't build up, not a single fact or iota of a motherfucker getting built up But then you expect him to just be able to go out and get in.
And oftentimes, my parents hide shit from you, man. Like, cause you know, life's about struggle and shit like that, but parents like to hide the struggle from the children and stuff like that. So they don't actually see what real life is actually about. They think everything's rosy, man. All the time, money just comes in from nowhere. You know, man's like 20 grand debt, no one knows about. You know, because you're not smart.
And all kinds of, there's all kinds of bullshit attached. The thing is life is just like, it's 97%. Life in Esau's kingdom anyway, is like 97% struggle and bullshit. And then like maybe 3% of the time, you know, you actually get to sleep as many hours as you want. Or, you know, you might be getting some FD. Or, you know, you might get to take a break and go chill on a holiday on a beach for a little while. But the rest is you're just grinding and suffering. And, you know, that's reality. That is a bit fucking morbid and depressing. But, hey, you know, it's what it is, man. Just because kids are so fucking naive, they're going to have to step into the real world at some point. And that's, you know, that's a complete lack of understanding of truth, man. And Esau does this intentionally because the thing is, it's a so-called white man. It's basically about rearing perfect slaves. He ain't about, you know, people getting built up on wisdom and knowledge and understanding. He's about basically just building up the perfect, you know, society of slaves. And it's worked.
Haggai 1:6, ye have so much, and bringing little, ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And ye that earneth wages to put into a bag with oaths.
Yeah, shit's a struggle out here, man. And the curses are on top, making it even worse. But yeah, you know, it's the reason why there's a controversy with these niggas is because all of this comes from basically you just don't want to bow down and surrender to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
Verse 2, by swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out and blood toucheth blood. Therefore shall the land mourn, and every one that dwelleth therein shall languish.
Yeah, that's it, man. Because the thing is back when Israel had their own seat of power, to an extent, them guys were ruling under Israelite kings. These guys were going completely off anyway, man. These guys become a bunch of degenerate assholes, worshipping other gods, getting all up in the ways of other nations. They weren't dealing with the correct and righteous orders, which is the same thing going on now. You go in now, grab First Maccabees 1 and okay, grab it from Alexander Reuben died, like 3 or 4.
That's why the scripture says by finding fault with them. Because it weren't the law that was faultless, it's the Israelites, man. Because every time the Lord will rescue us, send a saviour to deliver us, we'll go off back into perdition again, man, worshipping the heathens' gods again. And then the Lord will have to jack us up and then bring us back again, man. So the Lord got fed up and just took his whole name and everything from us, man, until this very day. Well, it's all prophecy anyway, but it's just like a brother's going into. Israel was just known for going off, man, even though they had the laws.
The Lord called us hard-headed, stiff-necked, man.
Yep.
He knew he wouldn't listen, that we wouldn't listen.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why we have to go through all the captivities that we've been through, man. Okay, like I was saying, leading up to today. Okay, so.
Jeremiah 5:23, but this people have a revolting and rebellious heart. They are revolted and gone.
Yeah, that rebellious heart, man. That's what is it? The stony heart?
Yeah.
It's the stony heart, isn't it? Yeah, that stony heart, man. That's what Israel's been dealing with, and that's been from the beginning, man.
It continues today, man. These people right here, man. They're the same way. They ain't learning. Okay, they're hard at hearing. Okay, they said their head is like an adamant stone, man. It's like seriously hard rock. You know, and it's the same today. You be continuing Jake, you know, all the Israelites and the Lord, you know, disapproves of this, that, the other, man. I mean, like they just won't. They don't want it. They refuse it.
They ain't dealing with
truth, knowledge.
Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love?
Yeah, that's the history of Israel from, you know, from the beginning till now, trimming their way to find love. Because the thing is first of all, bruv, you were given the most ultimate inheritance on the planet Earth. And the most ultimate way of living as well, man. What was you think about it, you're actually given an understanding of all realms and wisdom far above and beyond anything that any other nations even come close to. But then you're trading that up for like wisdom that's really no wisdom, man. The heathens were basically given stars and and moons and planets, to worship. But we actually got a real power, man. So that's basically that legendary inheritance we should have had. It's been discounted. You just discounted it, man. Trading it in for scraps, man.
Read something up, look.
Go on.
Yeah, this is Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 7 says, For what nation is there so great, who have God so nigh unto them, as the Lord our God is in all things that we call upon him for? And what nation is there so great that he has statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law which I set before you this day? Okay, this is what made us better than the heathen, because the Lord came unto us and gave us his law, statutes and commandments, man. And that's what made us better than everybody else, man. But Israel violated, man, and we became like the heathen.
Alright, what's up, guys? How you doing?
She said that she was thinking that Israelis, they were like more light, I tried to explain to her.
She's saying it's more like she's saying what? What
Yeah,
she's
because
saying
she said that Judah Negroes, I got it. I'm in, what I mean? But she doesn't understand, so I'm not an expert.
Well, you speak English?
She does, yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, okay, you speak. Okay, well, why don't you ask them? Well, look, what you need to understand is those guys. Okay, so what? Do you know who those Israelis are? The guys calling themselves Israelis now.
The Khazar.
They go back to a completely different tribe. The Khazars go back to a completely different nation called Amalek, man. Which they go back to Esau, Edom, man. The Edomites. They're a completely different nation, and Esau didn't go down the same line of Jacob. Jacob went through Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. Esau went through Abraham, Isaac, and then Esau. Have you read the Bible at all? Do you believe in the Bible by any chance? Okay, get Genesis 25. I'm going to show you the origins of. This is the origins of the so-called Jews' actual origins. The guy is now claiming that they're the Jews.
Genesis 25.
I'm curious. Like, do you know how the Bible describes the visage, the appearance of the Jews?
Oh.
Have you ain't never heard of it? Okay. Jump on there. Yeah, you got it.
Jeremiah 14 and verse 2. Judah mourneth and the gates doth languish.
So Judah is just short for Jew, yeah? I mean, Jew is short for Judah. So it's basically referring to the tribe of Judah, yeah?
They are black onto the ground.
Black onto the ground. So that's straight out of the Bible. The guys that come from the nation of Judah, the tribe of Judah, they were described as black onto the ground. Which, if you get the ground, when you actually deal with the ground, right now we got concrete, and I ain't talking about no beach either. It's like fertile ground, soil, in which you plant plants, which you can grow like trees, everything, herbs, all these different things, grains. It's dark brown soil. So it's saying basically they're dark, comparable to that dark brown soil, which is like, you see healthy soil, it's very dark, very brown, rich. So that's like how the so-called Jews are described. Now the thing is when you go to these guys in the land, call themselves the Jews, did they fit that description at all? Most certainly not. So I'm going to show you their origin. This is where they come from.
Genesis 25 and verse 24.
Holding the belly now.
And verse 23. And the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb. 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife, because she was barren, and the Lord was entreated of him. And Rebekah his wife conceived.
Yeah, so basically Rebekah was barren, for a period of time. Basically, the Lord had it set up that way. And then Isaac, you know, he basically asked the Lord, like, yo, open the womb up. So the womb got opened up. And the thing is, you go back to these times, that was happening a lot. Especially it was because the Lord was setting up, basically, he was setting up nations then, man. So you couldn't really just have, this is when the origins in Genesis, plans, big plans were running in these times, you know. So women couldn't just be squirting out kids here and there, man. The Lord was having very specific men being born. Go on.
And the children struggled together within her.
So she had twins in her womb. And basically they were struggling, like they were, you know, in contention. She was feeling all messed up because they were, what kind of strife going on?
And she said, if it be so, why am I thus?
Yeah, she wanted to know why that was happening.
And she went to inquire of the Lord.
Okay, so she went to inquire of a prophet of the Lord, basically to find out, yo, what's going on? Why is this happening?
And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
So there's a differentiation made of 2 kids. Because normally if you have 2 kids, the thing is now, it's like the nations are set. If you know, you have 2 kids, they're just both going to be, if you have twins, they're going to be like, they're going to be 2 different nations. Even if one comes out white, one comes out black, they're both going to take on the nation of the father. But basically, this is a time when nations were getting set up in the first place. So the spirit's being divided how the Lord wanted it. So it said it's going to divide it. It's going to be 2 completely different nations gone.
And 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
There are 2 manner of people. And just so you know, Esau is a progenitor of the so-called white race, and Jacob is a progenitor of the so-called Negroes, which are primarily, the bulk of them is the blacks in America. Wait, did I say the so-called Negro? I mean the Israelites, sorry. The 12 tribes of Israel, which, you know, are the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So basically, okay, go on.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
And one people is going to be stronger than the other. Now, if you think about it, between the so-called white race and the Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, there's clearly one that is just better than the other in all aspects. All you have to do is look into, let's start with inventions, you know, the traffic light, the train switching, track switching service on trains, all kinds of different creations in these so-called the 12 tribes.
So what can we do, you know? So, because I know what you're saying is something deep, you know? As a black man, as a believer, you know what I mean? And as a non-racist, because I love everybody, even black, white, everybody. What can I do, you know?
Well,
to spread.
Okay. First of all, first you need to know that basically the one you call God is a racist, and he basically has a select nation that he's gonna be raising up. Grab
I should stop to say to pray God.
No, what you got to do basically, really what you got to do is you just got to be down with the truth of the Bible, the whole truth, everything that we teach basically.
You got to go, brother. Do you have like any?
We got a website if you want to check it.
If you can, but my phone is off right now. You know.
What was it?
You have? I just have pen and paper.
Can you give me pen and paper? Maybe she can take it with her and pass on. She don't want to take it. So what's up, man? So do you agree or disagree with what the Bible's saying? I'm kind of curious. What don't you agree? What do you disagree with? I'm kind of curious.
Bro, so you got a phone or something? I'll put it in the phone.
Yeah, but my phone is off. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just asking you.
My point was, my belief is that
Okay, no.
when Jesus came and when he went out, he made disciples and they went to preach to other nations about God. I mean, that was any nations, anybody.
Matthew 10 and 5.
Matthew.
Okay, well, do you want to, the thing is like, you know, truth's meant to be going out to all other nations, but do you know why that was?
Why?
Okay, well, actually, do you know what Jesus even came on the planet Earth for?
I think it was
Luke 1, because it's kind of interesting when you actually look into what his purpose was in being born, which is expressly described. It gets real interesting, man.
Luke chapter 1 and verse 68. Blessed be the Lord power of Israel.
So blessed be the Lord God of Israel, it says specifically, you know, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. This is in Luke, so it's in the New Testament. This is basically, I think it was Zacharias, the father of John the Baptist, I believe it was, which was like, I think it was a cousin to Joseph. I can't remember exactly. I'm pretty sure, because I'm sure they were cousins. John the Baptist. Yeah. So it's like,
Yeah, give me something.
okay, go on.
For he